I didn't realize that rereading Romeo and Juliet would be significantly worse than the first 3 times through. I first read Romeo and Juliet in high school English, grade 10. It was on the reading list, and at the time, I actually kind of liked it. I enjoyed it. What I didn't enjoy was the romance aspect. What I did enjoy was the strength of the writing. I enjoyed seeing movie adaptations. I enjoyed listening to the audiobook that my English teacher played for us. And then I read it again, and I think I read it maybe one more time, and now it's been at least 5 years, and I've returned to Romeo and Juliet. Read it in a day, on the bus, that sort of thing. And I kind of found myself skimming and then reminding myself that I needed to go back and reread those lines. I think it's because I know the story so well, and because the plot just infuriates me. It's like you've got stupid young people combined with stupid adults, and they make a tragedy. Sure. We all know the plot of Romeo and Juliet. You have the Capulets and the Montagues, and there are two warring families, and then their children, Romeo and Juliet, marry in secret after meeting on 1 or 2 occasions in the course of about 24 hours. And instead of doing the rational thing and maybe running off together or saying, hey, we're married, Juliet decides to fake her death without conveying it to Romeo properly. Romeo, who's in exile for killing one of Juliet's family members. Juliet should be torn up about his death, but instead she's worried about this guy that she just met, who she impulsively married because she is in love with him. And Juliet is like 13, 14 here, and most of us have been 13 or 14. But even at 13 or 14, we would not have run off with some random guy we just met. Yeah, so that's what infuriates me here. It's like needless death. Plus, who kills themselves over someone they just met? It doesn't really make sense. I mean, I always had that problem with the plot, but the first couple of times reading through, the writing and the lines and the scenes made me like it, made me think it was an okay play. But this time, maybe because I'd read the lines to death, because I've read better Shakespeare plays, it didn't really do it for me. Romeo and Juliet.